Make America Great Again. Dedicated businessman, hardworking entrepreneur, loving father. Donald Trump, at the age of 71, has carefully crafted a legacy based on American ideals. He is the epitome of the American dream, having started his business from scratch with just a small loan from his father. Donald shows his appreciation for the struggle he went through in building up his business, saying, "Going through tough times is a wonderful thing, and everybody should try it. Once." He has exactly what it takes and knows what it takes to make America great again. Born in Queens, New York City, to Fred Trump, a successful real estate businessman, and Mary Trump, a Scottish immigrant, Trump was taught the importance of dedication and hard work since his childhood. So, at the age of 13, Donald Trump enrolled in the New York Military Academy, where he did extremely well socially and academically, becoming both a star athlete and student leader. At the academy, Trump grew to learn soldiers' hardships on the battlefield and the sacrifices they have made for freedom. "It has not been easy for me, and I started off in Brooklyn. My father gave me a small loan." Trump and his four siblings were encouraged to make a name for themselves in the competitive American market by their father. Fred Trump took his son under his wing, giving him an internship at his real estate company after Donald graduated from the Wharton School of Finance at the University of Pennsylvania. Fred recognized Donald's potential and saw that Donald had a vision for improving his home city of New York. Donald did not disappoint. Since he started in the real estate business, Donald Trump has revived failing buildings and has brought progress to city builds when there was none to be seen. When the real estate business was heading towards bankruptcy in New York City, Trump was able to transform the once famous Commodore Hotel into the Grand Hyatt through negotiating with big banks and businesses and convincing them to invest in what Trump saw as hope for New York City's economy. He created thousands of jobs through the renovation and brought life back to a struggling neighborhood. This was just the beginning of the Trump legacy on the New York City skyline. He would then grow and continue to improve the city and stimulate its economy through his many building developments. And when he saw that no progress was being done on the renovation of Woolman Rink in Central Park for 6 whole years, he took it upon himself to create progress. He took over the project, finishing the renovation in just 3 months, as well as under the budget provided by the city, something the city was unable to achieve with its renovators. Trump took initiative, unlike the inefficient, bureaucratic city politicians who waited for change to come to them. This was just the beginning of the other city deadlock projects that he would later take over, saving the city millions of dollars and creating thousands of jobs. Since then, Donald Trump has successfully built his business, the Trump Organization, a company that has been amazingly successful, improving the lives of many. It has been so successful that Donald wants to pass it on to his children. "I'll tell you what I've learned. Children are tough. Much tougher than people think. I'm really a good father. You've probably figured out that my children really like me, love me, a lot." From a young age, Donald has involved his children, Eric, Donald Jr., and Ivanka, in his business, even inviting them into his offices. Donald Jr. once recalled, "We always went to job sites with him. We'd be in his office playing with trucks as a 6-year-old when he's negotiating deals with presidents of major companies." Growing up working with their father has allowed the Trump children to learn what it takes to survive in America's competitive economic market and the skills they must develop in order for them to take over the company. The Trump Organization has truly become a family business and has helped them all come together, collaborating with one another both at home and in the office. From a young age, Donald has always wanted to take action, to do things that others were afraid to do. After all, he once said in his book, The Art of the Deal, "I like thinking big. If you're going to be thinking anything, you might as well think big." That's why he's decided to run for President of the United States. He recognizes flaws in the American system, and he is the only man who has the experiences to fix them. He has big ideas for how to improve America and knows exactly how to carry them out. Having learned from his father, from which he recalls, "One or more of my father's competitors would go bankrupt before they finished their buildings, and my father would always step in and buy them out," and his own experiences, Donald is an excellent negotiator. He's made deals with many big businesses and banks and has interacted with tons of celebrities during his time on The Apprentice and would love to put his negotiating and communication skills to the task of redefining fair trade deals with other countries for our nation. He also knows his way with the economy. Donald has met so many people of so many different backgrounds since he entered the working force. You know, the funny thing, I don't get along with rich people. I get along with the middle class and the poor people better than I get along with the rich people. So he understands the many different perspectives of the American people and will make economic plans to benefit everyone without raising taxes. With the failing economy, all hope seems lost. But Donald has a solution. He will do to America what he did to the bankrupt New York City of his youth. He will revive the economy through the transformation of our government to better accommodate businesses that will, in return, create more and more jobs for the middle and lower class. He will be able to single-handedly lower the unemployment rate of our nation and bring us back to the economic prosperity we once had. He will also stop the outsourcing of jobs, bringing them back into our country and to the Americans that deserve them. He will create stricter immigration reforms, making it harder for illegal immigrants that take American jobs to enter the country, and he will cut unnecessary spending. Donald Trump is also an outsider. He has no ties to the corrupt politicians of Washington and Congress who waste taxpayers' money by not taking any action despite the people's call for it. He is a businessman. He makes smart decisions and knows that time is money. With Donald in office, changes will be made within the first 100 days. He is a strong leader who knows how to get things done and will be the voice of the American people. He believes in America's future, and he will make America great again. Donald Trump. Dedicated businessman, hardworking entrepreneur, loving father. He has what it takes.